let's put some fresh rosemary on the plate just so you know. Make it look...
That just came to life. If the closest thing to following a recipe that you have ever experienced is following the heating instructions on the back of a lean cuisine, welcome. Today we're gonna teach you how to trick your friends and your family into believing that your frozen foods are actually gourmet. And to help me, I have brought in someone who really knows a lot about hot messes, which really speaks to me. She's the author of this book. She's also a comedy writer on the Mindy Project, Miss Miranda Berman.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is so fun.
What made you want to make a cookbook for hot messes?
Okay, so I am a hot mess. I was talking to my friend Gabby, who's my co-author. She's a professional chef. I was asking Gabby for different recipes like that were helpful to my life, like easiest home cooked meal to trick someone into falling in love with you, that kind of thing. And we were talking about it, and we were like, there's more than just these recipes between us. They could be a book. If they were helping me, they could help other people.
I've picked out a recipe that you are going to help us learn today.
I'm so excited.
You're going to help us take lean cuisines to the next level.
Yes, and that's a big part of our book. It's just like tricking your friends into thinking you're better than they are.
Well, before we start into your recipe, I have prepared a little frozen meal hack myself, and I kind of wanted to show off for you.
I'm gonna take this very seriously, but I'm also worried that yours is gonna be better than mine.
Oh, that's so nice. You clearly haven't watched too many episodes of this show. All you need, really, are tater tots, meatballs, marinara, and cheese. So tater tots are my newfound thing. I have a brand new obsession with them.
Wait, I've been obsessed with them forever. I feel like on Fridays it was like tater tot day at school. Even if the food was disgusting, the tater tots were like delicious.
Hard to mess them up, you know?
Yeah, they're great.
Which is why I embraced this recipe. So you just line your dish with some frozen tater tots. I'm gonna layer it with some cheese, just because you're here. Layer of cheese.
It looks delicious.
And literally any meatballs that you can find. I have little balls because I had a little dish, but if you have big balls, embrace them. I feel like balls come up a lot on this show.
This is like a little dirty.
It's not supposed to be.
I think we should line. Yeah.
Oh, it's all about plating.
Yeah, it's all about making it look pretty.
And then I'm just gonna like douse it with marinara sauce.
Sounds amazing.
Doesn't have to be fancy marinara sauce. Maybe this is more like tater tot lasagna than it is a casserole, you know what I mean? What would you call it in your next book?
Tater tots when you're not feeling hot, you know?
Oh, that's cute.
I could do better.
What about tater knots?
Yeah.
No, we're still gonna keep working on that.
Tater tot or not? Tater hot or not? Something like that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay.
We're gonna keep working on that. Okay, so while my tater hot or not casserole is cooking, let's jump into what you have for us.
Okay, so today we have the herb roasted chicken lean cuisine. Sort of a classic frozen meal. Just chicken and veggies.
Yep.
So part of the reason I think that these are so sad is because they're so tiny. So I feel like we want to bulk them up. So we have 4 of them today.
Ooh, we can like make a meal for our family.
Exactly, for your family or your friends or yourself. For the vegetables, we're gonna put a little olive oil and lemon juice.
So I just eyeballed that zhuzh. Is
That's
that okay?
what I feel like, yeah. It's not a proper recipe. We're just, as I said, gussying things up. So yeah, let's move on to the meat.
Okay.
Salt and pepper. I also think you can't have enough with this kind of thing because I don't think these are seasoned well at all. So I think you need to...
I'm just thinking, we have some wine here.
We could definitely start wine now.
I mean, I feel like wine's gonna make everything taste better. Could we put wine in it?
Oh, for sure. It's a twist off. Great.
No, that's very classy.
No, it's perfect for this.
We had a coupon. Sure, whatever you feel. Suddenly this feels so posh. Am I in Italy or what? How long do you think we'll need for these to get warmed up?
I'm worried that it's going to take a while because they weren't that thawed beforehand.
Oh, so that's a tip. So if you want to do this yourself at home, you should probably thaw your lean cuisine for maybe, 5 to 10 minutes?
Or like put them in the microwave for 30 seconds if you're not thawing because you want hacks. Because I feel like if you have a lean cuisine, it's not the night where you're like, you know what, I got to thaw out my chicken this morning. It's like, oh, I'm going to do that tonight. So... You know what? I think they are ready.
Perfect. And I have 2 plates for us.
Because I think a huge part of making frozen food gourmet is making it look nice. Putting it on a plate, feeling like you're having a meal that you made from scratch.
It's mind trickery.
Mind trickery, especially if it's for another person. Let's take 1 for me. Yeah.
Adding our veggies here.
Ooh, these veggies look delicious.
And they smell really good.
Oh God, they really look good.
Ooh.
Let's put some fresh rosemary on the plate just to, you know, make it look.
That just came to life.
I also suggest in your weekly shop buying at least 1 tub of lettuce. So like whenever you can just throw together a salad. Okay. So let's make a little easy salad. Right there.
You're really good at this.
Oh my God, thanks. You just jinxed it.
Then you made a mess.
So I think our final piece here to make this look nice is to get some bread.
Ooh, carbs. Yes.
Carbs. We have to have some carbs. All right. I think there's room for 2 pieces right there.
Miranda, come cook dinner for me all the time.
Oh my God, it's so nice that you want that.
I do. Look how good this looks.
This looks beautiful. I'm excited. I think this looks pretty much done. I'll just get my glass of wine so I feel like it's a real proper meal.
And did you hear the buzzer just go off?
I did. I'm so excited.
So now we have also a tater tot casserole to throw in the mix. I'm starving.
I'm so hungry. I thought of what we're gonna call these. We're gonna call them tot or not, and when we taste them, we'll decide tot or not.
But they're gonna be tot.
I know they're for sure gonna be tot.
They're gonna be toy and tot. Okay, here we go. Digging in.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right. Okay. Really good. Definitely tot.
This is so good. It literally has 4 ingredients, and this is the best thing I've had all week.
It's so good. I want to eat more of it.
I feel like I shouldn't be this excited about it. Digging in, a little chicken, get a little salad. Yeah, okay. That tastes like a homemade meal.
It truly does, yeah.
That does not taste like it was out of a lean cuisine box. I'm very impressed with, I was gonna say myself, but
you helped a lot.
I hope you're not too full.
I'm not.
Because I have one more recipe.
I'm excited.
That I wanted us to try together because everyone loves ramen noodles, but then you kind of get tired of the same old, same old. So I have this recipe that I found online that I want us to try, making ramen noodles with wontons and a fried egg on top. Are you with me?
This sounds like fancy. I'm excited.
I know. So for this recipe, you only need a couple of things. You just need some pot stickers or wontons or whatever you have at home, and a packet of ramen, which is only like a couple of 50 cents or so.
Yeah, so cheap.
And some eggs, or just 1 egg actually, not even some. And to save us time, because it took me a couple of hours to, just kidding, it didn't take me that long. It took me a while to remember how to heat up ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. I guess you just put it in hot water.
I pre-made them already, so that part is done. Go
I
ahead.
always want to eat the noodles when I see them, you know? I'm like, noodles.
You can have one if you
No,
like.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, that's very adult of you. I'm gonna add in my chicken flavor really quickly because it wouldn't be delicious ramen noodles without the chicken flavor packet.
Ooh.
Lots of MSG. It's looking like college.
Or like a couple nights last week, you know?
Your wontons or your pot stickers or whatever you want to call them need to be brown on one side. So you put them in hot oil, you let them sit for just a couple of minutes. But what we want to do is actually steam them.
Oh.
So in order to do that, we have to add water. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water.
Ooh.
It sounds like it's not supposed to do that, but I think it is.
It sounds great. It sounds
Right?
fun. Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
okay?
It's right. It's right. I know.
Oh, it looks good.
No, it's definitely steaming.
Something. Oh, I'm not supposed to open that.
Yeah, let's let it steam.
It's steaming. While it is steaming,
Yeah, what do we do next?
we can get a fried egg going. How about
Ooh,
that?
delicious.
How about that? So I've only made 1 fried egg in my whole life. So I had a friend of mine show up today with this, and it's supposed to help us make a perfect fried egg.
Oh, I'm really excited to use this.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect egg.
It looks really good, right? So while this is cooking, you got your egg going, and we're about 2 minutes away from a tasty, delicious gourmet ramen meal. And now we're gonna add our 2 elements that make it elevated. That's my new word of 2018. I've said elevated 70 times this week.
It's been good for this episode.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Delicious. Those are for sure elevated.
Yes, they're nice and crispy on the edges and
Delicious.
steamed through. Look at that. That is perfect.
Ooh, that is perfect.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line the bowl with all of your crispy brown,
Ooh.
golden brown wontons.
Like the egg.
What happened? Did you see that egg?
The egg is overdone.
Miranda, when things don't go right in the kitchen, you just gotta cover it with sauce. We just put some soy sauce, you'll be like, that looks fancy. That looks like it was meant to be like that.
Oh, that looks delicious. I'm genuinely excited to try that. I'm really excited.
You're a really good actress also.
No, I am excited.
Okay, this looks really good.
I'm going.
You're going, okay.
This is really good. This might be my favorite one. This is so salty. If you stay up, if you finish all this, you will be up all night peeing. Like, I think like,
I love salt though.
oh, I love it too. It's
I'm
delicious.
gonna pee regardless, so I might as well eat all the salt I want. Miranda, we have been on quite a journey. Thank you for being here.
Oh my God.
And holding my hand through all of these amazing frozen food hacks.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. I'm gonna make this later, and I definitely am gonna use your recipes in my book. This one doesn't have Erin's recipes, but I think you all will really enjoy it. It's available now everywhere. At all bookstores, I think.
And if you're a hot mess, you need all the help you can get, so go buy it. Let us know, you guys, in the comments if you liked any of these hacks, which ones were your favorites, and if there are other hacks that we should have included or should include in future episodes. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna go eat some food, and we'll see you next time.
OMG, do you want another video that's just gonna leave you so stoked? Click this box right here to see Drew and Olivia from Smosh swap lives for the day. It was wild.